Hey, welcome to Tuesday Tips. Stephanie here. Are you familiar with what the term marketing actually is? The definition of marketing is actually the process of selling goods and services. Let me say that again. It is the process. When people think about marketing, they usually just think about one of what is considered the 4 Ps of marketing. There are 4 Ps in marketing. Years ago, when I worked in corporate during Bring Your Daughter to Work Day, I remember the vice president of marketing standing in front of the room of kids and saying, the only thing I remember from getting my MBA is the marketing mix. So you are about to get your MBA in marketing right now. The marketing mix is the 4 Ps of marketing. Marketing is more than just about selling the product. There is, or your service, product or service. It is your product or service. And what does that product or service do for somebody else? How does it solve a problem for them or fulfill a need? Right? There is price. Think about it. If you go out to eat with your family, you can go to a place like the Cheesecake Factory and maybe spend $25 a head, or you could go to a nice steakhouse and spend probably $100 per person. Can you get steak at Cheesecake Factory? Yes. Can you get steak at the steakhouse? Yes. But you understand that there is going to be a different quality. There is going to be a different. So why does the Cheesecake Factory one cost $25, but the steakhouse steak costs $50 to $70? You need to understand that. You need to understand people's perception of and what their expectations are when it comes to forking this over. Of course, you want to make sure that your costs are covered in the process, and that's a whole other conversation. That should be a consideration when determining your price. So there is placement. Now, years ago, I don't know if you've ever heard the term, the 3 most important things in real estate are location, location, location. Same thing with your product or service. Location, location, location. Where are people going to get your product or service? And how are you delivering it? This is super important. And a lot of people overlook that. Now, if you are a massage therapist in New York City versus a massage therapist in Wichita, Kansas, you're not only where you're doing these services, but the price, the prices could be a lot different as well. People in New York City expect to pay a lot more than in Wichita, Kansas. Or if you think of a hotel chain, if you go to a hotel like the Four Seasons versus staying at a Motel 8, it might be in the same city, but the Motel 8 might not be in the nicest neighborhood. Where the Four Seasons, you expect there to be a lower crime rate in that area, maybe. Placement is key. Now, when you're online, placement is even more important because the internet is a big ocean. And how big of a net can you cast? And there are ways to narrow that down, which I help my clients with. And then finally, the last P of the marketing mix is your promotion. It's how you're talking to your potential clients. It's how you are advertising. It is the branding. It's all of it. It's all of it. So when it comes to your marketing, you really have to know your product. You really have to know your placement. You have to know your pricing. And then once you have those three things figured out, then you can move on to promotion. It will make the fourth piece of it so much easier for you to do. So at this point, I'd like to ask you to reflect on each of the four P's. The product. How does it solve somebody's problem or fulfill a need they have? Your pricing. Do you understand your customers' expectations? Are you offering 4 seasons pricing when people don't know what you have to offer? Are you offering a Motel 8 and giving 4 seasons service? Placement. Where are you offering these products and services? And where are they living? And finally, how are you promoting your products and services? So reflect on each one of those 4 P's and what's working well in each of them for you and what maybe could use a little refinement. If you are having any concerns about the 4 P's of marketing or anything else when it comes to building your business, please feel free to reach out to me. I offer a free business breakthrough session. This is a free 30-minute session. And during the business breakthrough session, you and I get to sit down and I get to give you some individualized support. It's a one-on-one where we're going to talk about what it is you want, what's in the way, and I'm going to give you my best strategy, tips, or even a mini plan to help continue you moving forward. If you want to claim your free business breakthrough session, please see the description below. You'll see the link in the description below, and I look forward to getting you some more support. And until then, wishing you much success.